Hello everybody, welcome to Rewrite Your Reality with Reese. I am your host, and on today's video, what is a manifestation video? You see, while making this, I had the realization, what is it that you actually want? When you click on a video, you unconsciously or consciously want something. You're wanting something from this experience. So what is it that you want from the experience? And I wanted to break it down to a very base, succinct idea. Yes, sometimes manifestation videos, they start to and try to pick apart certain things that you may be experiencing. Ideas like third parties, your bills are racking up, your manifestation seems like it's not happening, things seem to be happening slowly, all of that. But before Abraham, I am, what is it that you want from a manifestation video, including this one? Well, a manifestation video is usually pointing to one of three things: what a desire is, why you want it, and how you experience it. You have a desire. Very simple. Even with this video, you had a desire to know and understand what you and your reality and your desires are, as I have outlined. A desire is usually a thought, imaginal idea, a story, a preference, or a version of life that simply feels good to you. You imagine it and you like the experience of it, not realizing you were actually imagining it. You were imagining the idea. You're always imagining. You're only imagining. Even while physically experiencing the focused now moment of physical reality, you're imagining the past that led you up to this moment, created from the moment you're in, not from the past, and you're imagining what it could be. And typically, when you're imagining what it could be, you are always imagining how you would continuously prefer it to be, consciously or unconsciously. You call it happy, you call it amazing, romantic, loving, blissful, wonderful. And you say, this is what I want. I want to live this. I pray for this. I want to keep feeling this good. And I think when it's like that, I feel good, not realizing it's always like that, and I always feel good. Remember, feeling good is not an emotional feeling, it's just a knowing that I am, no matter how I'm feeling. I know it seems a bit paradoxical, but you can feel bad and know, hey, I'm good, I'm great, I am awareness. You can feel amazing and still know it. It makes no difference which one you feel. The knowing doesn't change unless you change what it is you are knowing. And sometimes we blur that line. Instead of being the idea that feels good, that I feel and know I am a blank slate right now, we start to focus on, I need this experience so I can feel good. I need my specific person to text me back. Oh my God. I need these bills to just chill for a week or two. Like, relax. I want to buy some ice cream and eat it. Good God. Why do I need to send hundreds of job applications? Why can't I just live my dream career? We focus on those things and we start to focus on them in the not having of it. And here's the thing, reality is infinite, so the experiencing of not having it is there, here, everywhere, now. We're very used to that one. Then we're no longer simply living in the desired idea. We're not even living in our fantasy as if our fantasy was happy, thrilling, amazing. We are experiencing the wanting of the thing we want, wanting it so much, it's self-caused pain, self-caused suffering. And reality is very literal. It's a one-to-one literalness of your own mind. It's a one-to-one literalness of your own knowing. That's why you can think anything, and it doesn't matter. What you typically think, just transient random thoughts, may or may not manifest physically, But you can know it's reality, and you can also know, hey, I don't even bother or choose this. It's just a passing thought. It does nothing. So whether it passes your awareness, physically or non-physically, it never matters. Whatever you are being aware of as real is what you are experiencing. Like the actual abandoning yourself to the belief that what you are now imagining as reality, that's real for you. You're making a choice to imagine what is real for you as reality. You're making a choice to imagine and believe in what you are imagining as real for you as reality. It's a choice. You're only ever choosing anything. If you're focused on needing the desire in order to feel good,
I feel safe with my specific person. They don't judge me. Remember, that judgment's just you. It's only your thoughts.
Even if it's reflected from that person, it's only your agreeing with the reflection, saying, hey, they don't judge me, I feel good, I can be myself, or alternatively, everyone else judges me and I can't be myself. You're the only one that's agreeing with that statement. You're the only one that's agreeing with that idea. While it is an experienceable idea, none of it is the source of the reality of that idea. You are. So you can hear either and know neither determine who you are. Then the reality you are experiencing is the having, not the wanting. But when you flip it, it becomes the wanting, not the having. And reality will always, only, immediately, ever, only reflect you. That's why the title of this video mattered, in the sense that it is actually what you're doing. You are living yourself as reality. You're not living your life in reality. You are reality living yourself. It's a verb, because reality is always doing its being, but it's doing the being automatically. And what it is being is your choice in what you choose to be. So when you are being, you're actually doing from a reality point of view, not realizing that's the only thing that had to be done, is recognize it was already done, and your being it is the doing of it. You are reality. You are a living version of reality through what you know yourself to be. What you call the facts of your reality. You are living yourself as that fact, as that reality. You are living yourself as that fact. I am the one that's chosen. You are living yourself as the fact of I am chosen. I am wealthy. You are living the fact of that reality existing, because it is a fact that it exists, and it is now a fact that it is your physically focused unfolding of reality, because it's not separate from you. We create separation from our 3D physical self and everything else so we can experience our 3D physical self, because that's also a reality experience. That's the one that we are currently choosing automatically to have. You are not outside your physical self. You're not even inside your physical self. Your physical self and your awareness and reality are one idea. You are reality aware of itself as a certain version, a certain story, a certain assumption, a certain experience. Your knowing is how reality moves. We think that when we want to move somewhere, we physically move somewhere. When we're reading a book, we physically move the pages. But when you're watching a movie, you're not doing anything. You're watching the movement. Your knowing is experiencing the movement. Yes, the screen is unfolding more of the movie, sure, but that's what reality is doing. It's unfolding more of the movie, and what you are knowing is your movie. Your knowing is how reality moves. The desire is the awareness of a version of yourself living a life, a circumstance, a story, an experience that feels good to you. You become aware of that version. You feel good believing it. You feel good imagining it. You feel good accepting those facts as the facts of your life. Why? Because ultimately, when you accept something as reality, you are accepting the I amness of it. So you higher than the actual experience itself, you are accepting I am. So when you start accepting I am, you're now choosing any experience because you know you're going to choose it from having already accepted I am. As in, I am everything, of that everything, I am this, and this is the that I now choose I am to be. I am that I am. It's funny how it all just flows. But you are also becoming aware of a whole arrangement of reality. See, you're not just becoming of a physical path that your identity follows. Assumptions, beliefs, choices, definitions, scenes, people's facts, and expressions that create the world as reality in that specific way. See, the reality is all of that unfolding. The identity is all of that unfolding. You experiencing that identity from a physically focused, anchored viewpoint that's always changing in accordance to the identity. See, the identity isn't just an experience, a moment. It's the combination of everything. The identity is the combination of all of those things coming together to create the idea of what that identity is. That identity has its own past, it has its own present, it has its own future. Those are all just words because all of those things exist simultaneously because you are not just a three-dimensional being in this specific moment. You're the entirety of it, experiencing every moment that makes up the being. And here's the thing. A lot of the time we focus on the idea of 3D. There's no such thing. There's no such thing as 3D. What does 3D mean? 3 dimensions. We are very fixated on the idea that there are 3 dimensions to our physical world. There's more than 3. Look at yourself. You're not just a height, a length, and a breadth. Your circumferences, your bends, your texture, how many dimensions do you have? You don't even know. You couldn't even count it. You have so many dimensions that make up you, and those dimensions of yourself are perpetually changing. 2D, a page, something drawn on a page, that's what we call 2D. It's not 2D. You can see it lifted off the page. The page is lifted off whatever surface it's on. That's more than 2. 2D, 3D, 4D, however many D don't actually exist as a literal experience of reality. We've created these boundaries where this is that, this is this, and that will be that. It's not. It's it. All of it is it. Even the boundary that's there is still it. The boundary is self-created. So you make a choice. How do you get your desire? Because your reality becoming aware of a version of yourself it wants to experience because it's you. You want to experience all of your desires. You want to know yourself as all things because you are all things, but you are making a choice how to know yourself as all things as the specific thing. So you begin with the assumption that you are all of reality. I am that. That's the base, first principle, first starting point, that base assumption of what you are now accepting as true. Everything that has happened will happen, and happening exists here and now in awareness. Your own awareness is where reality exists. Your own awareness is reality. Whether something is seen or is unseen, known or unknown, physical or non-physical, it only exists now in awareness. And yes, your emotions and your thoughts, while they can create the effect of physically feeling those things, they themselves are non-physical. So you move into your desire by choosing the version of yourself you are aware of as real. You're making a choice to do that. You're making a choice to move into and as this version of yourself, as if this were my facts of reality. These are the facts of my reality. This is the life I am choosing to live. You choose. This is the life I am choosing. This is the version I am being. This is what I know myself to be. Among every thought you can have, every feeling you could feel, every physical scene that could appear, and every life that you can imagine, you decide which one you are. You know that version you choose to be is already who you are. That choice is reality rearranging around your knowing. And you may still experience things that look different, otherwise you wouldn't get titles of videos like, if the opposite appears. You may experience thoughts, feelings, circumstances, or scenes that seem to have nothing to do with your desire, absolutely nothing to do with it. Some may even look opposite to you. But your decision to be that version is still what reality is actually doing, rearranging itself around that assumption, around your own awareness as what you have now defined it to be, while still being infinite. Because you are infinite, your experiencing of reality is still infinite, but it's rearranging around your awareness of what it has, of what you have not consciously chosen to define it as. The entirety of reality is still there, still here with you. So when you know I am this, nothing has to change that decision. Nothing can change that decision. Only you can. The physical appearance does not get the final word, doesn't even get any word. The arrangement is already moving according to the decision you have made. And when you have made a decision, it doesn't matter. If you made a decision to, in 3 months' time, hypothetically, I'm going to do this on that day, I booked my tickets. It doesn't really matter what happens up until those 3 months. Yes, there are variations of reality where you change your mind, but all of that exists in every moment of existence. It doesn't matter. It's still the version of you who does the thing still exists as that, whether you do it physically or not do it physically, whether you believe that time has passed, that deadline has passed or not. It makes no difference to reality whatsoever. It does not stop. And if you think that, well, if I pass the deadline, if I miss the deadline, well, that's over. No, reality doesn't care. Reality has infinite variations of that exact same thing that you wanted to experience. You say, no, but I wanted to experience the one I wanted to. Yes, the one that you want to experience is still there, and you experiencing it is the reality of it, and it has to unfold because it's who you are. The version of yourself experiencing reality in that way. That's it. There's no final circumstance where reality will finally say, hey, now you are done. Because reality continuously expresses what you are being aware of, or what you are aware of being. It keeps arranging and rearranging around your knowing. That is what a manifestation video is really doing, showing you where that power is. It's feedback of yourself. It reminds you that no matter what physical scene, thought, feeling, emotion, or made-up dimensional category appears, none of it is more solid than your decision to be who you are. Other things may appear in your awareness, but you have consciously chosen the version of yourself you are being. Because reality is your own awareness physically expressed. It can only keep arranging itself around what you know yourself to be. That's the only thing it's doing. And you don't have to resist everything else that appears, anything else that appears. Reality is not only going to show you what you want in one fixed way, because there isn't only one fixed way of what you want. It's also going to show you more of what you could be, because that's how you become more aware of your desire, more aware of yourself, more fulfillment, more love, more ideas, more life. When you're allowing I am to be more, you are realizing I am more than what I am. Because I am. And that's everything. But you have already made the decision that you are that. So what continues to unfold comes from that decision, because you know what the decision is. You don't have to keep remembering it. You don't have to keep reminding yourself. You don't have to keep affirming it a million times over. You know what it is. And it comes up on its own. Something alternative comes up and you say, that is actually you remembering your own decision. So you don't have to do this. That's what manifestation videos, techniques, and reminders are really pointing to. That you have the ultimate say, you have the only say. They are not giving you power, they are helping you remember what you know. You are not trying to force reality, you can't. You are living yourself as reality. You are living yourself as reality. You are living yourself as reality. With your reality, you are living only yourself. The very livingness of your experiencing is reality. It is you. You are experiencing your yourness. And what you are doing is you are doing the living of reality by knowing who you are. That's it. And that's really what I wanted to express today in the manifestation what is it video. So you are living yourself as reality. I am Reese. This is your reality with Reese. Thank you so much for joining me. Much love, much life. Thank you for the subscriptions. Thank you for joining. Thank you for liking the video. Thank you for commenting. A couple of comments came in this morning as well. Thank you for the emails. Thank you for the TikTok following. Thank you for the Facebook following. Much love, much light, and I'll catch you guys all in the next one. Bye.